So let's discuss 8 simple questions. Let's discuss 8 common questions I hear from patients every single day at my office. What are the simple answers to those questions and how to manage your skincare better? Let's go. So the first question is, Dr. Bibi, how do I clean my face? Well, you don't really need to clean your face. The face is not a utensil. It is not a dish. You don't need to clean it in the conventional sense you would clean anything out in the kitchen. What you can do is use lukewarm water or cold water to wash the face once or twice a day. Splash the water on the face. You don't need anything like washes, scrubs, or any other cleansing products. For more information, watch my previous videos on the subject. If you do wear makeup and that is a legitimate concern, you can use an oily makeup removing element to remove the makeup. For example, coconut oil works really well, my shea butter balm works extremely well, and even petroleum jelly has a drop size amount on the face. You would wipe the makeup off with the petroleum jelly, rinse off whatever residue is left on the surface, and leave the skin alone. Dr. Bibi, what is the best shampoo? Well, shampooing is a completely and utterly unnecessary practice across the board. It was in fact Shampooing was in fact created out of whole cloth by the skincare industry back in the 1960s. It was introduced into the population. It was introduced into mainstream practice and just stayed there with the assumption that shampooing is needed to clean oils or dirt off the hair and the scalp. Shampooing, in fact, is unnecessary. It has zero proven value, but in fact can induce damage to the hair and the scalp by stripping off ingredients that are tasked with protecting the skin of the scalp, maintaining its integrity, and protecting the hair and keeping it nice, moist, and bouncy. So your best bet is to avoid shampooing altogether. If you do have a skin condition that may require shampooing, such as dandruff, do inquire about that with your board-certified dermatologist. What is the best bar of soap? Well, there is no really best bar of soap, but my focus in recommending soaps to use for general use is recommending soaps that are free of dyes and free of fragrance, meaning they're nice, bland, and odorless soaps. My favorite recommendations are Vanicream white soap, I do like recommending Vanicream Cleansing Bar. It has worked well for my patients. It does answer those criteria as fragrance-free and dye-free soap for those areas of the skin that produce body odors, such as the armpits, the groin, and the butt crack area. Dr. Bibi, what is the best scrub to use? Well, there is no need to scrub the skin. As I've mentioned before, the skin is not a utensil. It is not a dish. It does not need to be scrubbed. There is nothing to scrub off the surface that would give you any benefit. In fact, scrubbing is physically abrading the skin, creating physical damage, and disrupting the skin barrier. Therefore, I don't care what it says on the package, whether the scrub is organic, gentle, vegan, or any other designation they slapped on the bottle to sell it to you. Scrubs are completely unnecessary. Therefore, there is no best scrub. There is simply no scrubbing necessary, period. How often should I exfoliate? Well, much like scrubbing, exfoliation, which again is aiming at dead skin, stripping the skin off Stripping dead skin cells off the surface of the skin is another unnecessary and made-up practice. It has zero virtually added or proven benefit to the skin. What it can do is it will disrupt physically the upper layers of the skin. It will cause disruption of the skin barrier, and it may create irritation over the skin. So your best bet, again, is to avoid exfoliation altogether. For those of you who are saying, I can only exfoliate every month or every week, ask yourselves again, why are you exfoliating in the first place? There is zero proven benefit to this product. It does nothing for you. In fact, the only help anybody's getting in this equation are the people selling those products. Stop paying them to destroy your skin. When should I moisturize? Well, moisturization is a complicated issue. Well, moisturization, first of all, is a misnomer. It's not really moisturizing. You are adding elements to the skin that could help it maintain its integrity and the skin barrier, meaning usually occlusives are the elements that elements that are oily that would block off evaporation of water off the skin and can help the skin maintain the barrier of the skin against the external elements. So moisturizing is not an automatic function. Some skin types do not need moisturizing at all. The normal types and the oily types do not require moisturization at all. People who require moisturization are people with dry skin and people with sensitive skin, or the combination of the two, meaning people who have dry skin, flaky or ashy skin, or people who have eczema or other conditions that are characterized by having sensitive skin, such as rosacea, would benefit dramatically from moisturizing the skin as often as the skin tells them, and that is the answer to the when. So if your skin is feeling ashy or looking ashy, looking scaly, looking flaky, or looking red and irritated, or feeling tight or burning or itching, or any sensation that is persisting on the skin over the affected area, that is a sign for you to moisturize right there and then. Watch my other videos about proper moisturization, but the trick is to use the very bare minimum amount of the moisturizer you have chosen to use on the skin. Use a drop size amount, meaning barely visible amount, and spread it over the entire affected area to cover it completely without residue. Remember, the residue does not treat your skin. The residue treats the outside environment, which is not you. So you want to avoid doing that. You want to apply the very bare necessary minimum on the skin and avoid excess on the skin so you don't stain your clothes, your sheets, or other elements, and the skin does not look unnaturally shiny. What's the best serum for my skin? Well, as I've mentioned before in the serum video, serums are a completely unnecessary category of products. They produce no benefit whatsoever. They're filled with all sorts of ingredients that are very expensive and therefore cost a lot of money for zero added proven benefit. Your best bet would be to use no serums on the skin and save yourself a lot of money, trouble, and heartache in the first place. Well, Dr. Bibi, if I don't clean my skin, what do I do about all the dirt? Well, the answer is there is no dirt. Your skin is not dirty naturally. What you're referring to when you talk about dirt are natural elements that occur on the superficial upper layers of the skin. Those elements, when cleaned, can sometimes turn black when oxidized, and that can look like dirt. And sometimes they can turn brown but that does not make them dirt. There is no dirt on the surface of the skin. The ingredients that you're referring to as dirt are skin cells that are on their way transitioning towards the upper layers. Some of them are dead. Some of them are in various stages of cell death, but they certainly have roles to fulfill, transitioning all the way up to the surface of the skin and eventually shedding naturally. Other elements are all sorts of molecules and complexes that the skin creates and secretes. And then there's the microbiome, which is the entire population of microbial life living harmoniously on your skin with your skin cells and with the skin organ. Those are all important elements to maintaining the skin integrity, maintaining its normal function, and therefore they are simply not dirt. Dirt is a made-up term to make you think that you need to get rid of those upper layers by using products that are sold to you. Snap out of it. There is no dirt. There is no dirt. There is no dirt. If you have enjoyed this video, share, like, and subscribe. Put a comment in the comments section and tell me, what have you been doing about your dirt on your skin, and what sort of practices have you been employing to get rid of it? More great content coming your way right from this channel. Thanks for watching, and God bless.